Good morning, Mackenzie.
Good morning.
What's going on?
Not much. I'm glad we're having some sunshine after a few days of rain.
This has been wild. We went from what? Did it hit 90 or was it? I think it was 80.
Close. It was pretty close.
And now we probably
It was like
had.
summer, but I knew school was in session, so it didn't feel like summer.
And then we had frost. I bet we had frost. It was cold this morning.
Yeah. But I'm glad my flowers got some water.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're bringing Mackenzie back. We got some stuff to talk about.
Good morning.
I love having people on that are just like you're so full, like your passion's chiropractic, right? And then just going in the weeds, like just super cool for me, like listening to people's passion and just like diving real deep.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about your new space. I mean, you can't really see it, but like, you know, we got the mural in the back, but like, I love this.
Yeah, so we're sitting in originally this space was built out as a yoga studio, and when I bought this building, our intention was to hopefully use it for yoga, or maybe use it for yoga, but like, chiropractic, like we put chiropractic in a different spot, and then over time, I kind of realized that we were kind of limiting ourselves with the space that we were in, and so I have a lot of chiropractic mentors, and there's just a lot of family practice offices that utilize open adjusting, and so I was like, why am I not utilizing that space? So we just decided we waited until May so we could like throw a big party for our 6-year anniversary, and use that to like rip the Band-Aid off, instead of just being like a random Monday, like, surprise, we moved! Yeah.
So, 6 years. Is that 6 years counting when you were like across the street?
Yeah. Actually, before I owned this building, I rented a room, like the first 5 months that I was in practice, I rented a room out of this building.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I kind of started to outgrow that, but then Mike had bought that building that the CBD store was in, and I don't think I was asking to move to a different space, but he just asked if I wanted to move over there. So I did, and then maybe 2.5, 3 years went by, and I was outgrowing that space, because like it was only 400 square feet. There's only so much you can do with one table and one doctor. I really wanted more than one table, and so I was looking, like I was the Pippi Lane building, like I like was seriously looking at that and like seeing if I could afford that, which I couldn't have, but almost like pulled the trigger on like putting an offer on it, and then this building somehow landed in my lap, so then we just moved back over here.
That's really cool.
It's been awesome. Yeah.
That's cool. You want to hear the Pippi Lane before it? What was it? It was right after Napa left. I always had these like if Hillary's here, I had wild ideas. Just these like harebrained, like, you know. One of them was I was gonna look at opening a gym.
Yeah, it would be
like with Ben, like if people know, like
we were like racking our brains with like how we could use the space with like put that garage side, like it would be a great garage gym space.
That was like another harebrained. I'm just like, hey man, what do you think? I'm like, I'm gonna look at it. And I was just like, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. We had talked with another couple who has a small business, and we're like, maybe we could buy it together, and they could use one half and we could use the other, and it wasn't meant to be, but it was still fun to like explore.
Oh,
and, like,
absolutely.
Dream about it, because still I think we kind of ended up with something better.
That's really cool. Like in the 6 years, look at what you've accomplished. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like starting off small so that my profit was big, so that then the bank could see that I was making money and trust me to give me a loan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had like pursued getting a loan before, like maybe a year or two prior, and the bank was like, not yet, or not for that building, because I was pretty naive to like any of it, just like I just wanted a building, but I didn't really know what all.
What
which I think that's okay. Where F&M Bank is, Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
That was for sale for a long time, so I kind of like looked at that and went to the bank and asked about that, and they're like, not right now, you know, keep doing what you're doing, whatever. So, but
it all works out.
Divine intervention, yeah.
Yes, that's really cool.
Yeah, so we've been in this room for adjusting for like almost 2 weeks, and it's been going really good. I think we're still getting used to it, like scheduling wise. The flow isn't as efficient as it's going to be, but it just takes time and practice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're still, the other 2 rooms that I was using are still going to be used for chiropractic stuff for now. One is just my office, and one is like for private things. That's a question I get a lot. Is like, what are you doing with the other 2 rooms? Like, we're expanding, we're still using them. And
Yeah.
using this, so, yeah.
Just like in transition period or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, like they're still being used. It's not like they're empty.
Yeah.
I think people don't grasp on what all goes on here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yup. Here's a question I got for you I've been wanting to ask.
All right.
Before we dive in, what is, like, I'm a huge music person, and I have an eclectic taste of, like, what about you? Like, you gravitate towards, like, a genre you just pretty like?
I listen to a lot of worship music, like 90s country, Shania Twain radio. I listen to Pandora mostly. I'm like kind of old school. I have Spotify, but I don't really use it. I have a playlist called Girl Power Radio. So like some sassy, like mid 2000s stuff. Let's see. Just depends on my mood. But a lot of times, probably like 75% of the time, or over half the time, it's like worship music. But if I need to like get myself woken up more, I'll turn on something more upbeat. Andrew really likes like heavy metal rock stuff, and I don't really like that. So I do have like a playlist if I'm DJing in the car and he's annoyed at whatever we're listening to. I'm like, fine, I'll put on your stupid bull beat stuff.
That's funny. You and Andrew, like music wise, are a lot like me and Hillary. Right?
Yeah, like I don't need to be stressed. Like I don't need the music to make me angry. So yeah, that's the kind of music I like to listen to. I'm not terribly picky though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was funny. So this was a while ago. This is like when Rascal. Well, this was kind of cool. It was when Rascal Flatts was like the thing, and it was like when Jason Aldean was just starting to like come up, and Hillary's like, "Oh my god, I want to go to Rascal Flatts." Right? And I'm like, but it was cool now looking back. Like Jason Aldean actually opened, and he wasn't really like.
Yeah.
He was kind of getting like.
Yeah.
So I remember this, and anyways, Papa Roach, they've been around like 20 some years. And I took Hillary to her first ever, like, rock show.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I just kept looking at her, she's just like, yeah.
I've also been drugged to a rock concert, and one was enough for me.
Who'd you go see, do you remember?
Bear Paw was one of the...
Beartooth?
Maybe. I don't know. It was at the Armory. It was pre-2020.
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah, we wouldn't have probably gone if they...
Isn't that place super cool though?
Yeah, it was alright. I was like definitely grateful for earplugs. I don't remember. Andrew would say. I did get like a sweatshirt when I was there. I don't know, but I didn't know any of the music.
That was like with Hillary, because she did the 2 openers. Well, maybe she did. I don't know. Like I knew them, but yeah, it was just it was just funny, like her taking in the whole like.
Yeah.
Like it's not like the vibe of a country like.
Yeah, and I haven't been to many concerts. I've only been to Shania Twain, and I was really intoxicated, so it was a really good time. Shania in Vegas, she put on a really good show.
Shania in Vegas?
Yeah.
I bet you that was like.
It was awesome.
Like, I mean,
And
I could get down with Shania, but like in Vegas is
I don't
probably.
really like her new stuff, but I like her, obviously her old stuff. And like mix some vodka Red Bull in with that, like we were having a blast. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyone listening or even like for country, I just saw, so his name is Sturgill Simpson. He's like, not like radio country, if you will.
Sure.
So I've always wanted to see a concert at the Armory. And he played at the Armory. And that was probably, no lie, probably one of the coolest concerts I've ever been to.
Yeah?
So
Who'd
like,
you go with?
my brother-in-law and his buddy.
Okay.
So we were kind of like, we're huge Sturgill Simpson fans. And I'm like, there's no opener. So I'm like, I wonder how this is like. I've never really been to a concert. Like,
yeah.
So
I guess Shania didn't have an opener either.
it was like the coolest. Like I'm not a big Grateful Dead guy, but like they always call like their concerts. I remember people saying they're just like a jam session, right?
Yeah.
Like, so he played for 3 hours straight,
Wow.
and every song wove into the other song.
Wow.
The only time he stopped was like if there was something with the sound was like malfunctioning. Yeah, it was just like straight, just.
So like pretty casual.
Yeah, it was. Oh man.
Cool.
Super cool. And he closed by, you know, like Prince, Purple Rain. I just hate, like, I'm not the biggest Prince fan. Like, I mean, he's musically, like, but I could never say, like, I've sat down and listened to, like.
Yeah.
But I hate when people try to cover Purple Rain because they don't do it.
Yeah. Did he do a good one?
Hit a freaking home run.
Nice.
Like, but I want to go to another concert at the Armory. This country singer, Jessie Murph, is playing. I just think she's good looking. So I'm like, you know, Armory's cool, but like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm with you, like, mood. Like,
Yeah.
I gravitate more like heavy metal, but like, I don't know. Like,
Sometimes I think I have like a 90s playlist that has like Alanis Morissette. So that kind of vibe too. Just depends what. I know I was painting in the summer, like Toby Keith radio, you know. I don't know.
like if I got a lot of like paperwork, email stuff, I actually throw like Beethoven on. Classical.
Yes, actually when I was in chiropractic school and like I had to focus and like get shit done, I'd like put my earphones in and play instrumental movie soundtrack, like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of pirates, Harry Potter, a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean for some reason. But just that like intense, get it done. But no words because that's distracting for me. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's dive into our topic for today.
What are you calling the topic?
There's so much, like, I mean, you could probably lead it from here, but like just the, I don't want to say it, like how stress, moods, all plays into like your vibrations of your body and just,
Yeah.
I don't think people realize.
Like energy. And
like energy.
Distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking up there's a book called Power versus Force. I have not read through the whole book because I think it's pretty like dry, but there's some good visuals of, it's like a map of consciousness. And so higher vibrations, like different emotions that have higher vibrations and then lower vibrations. So I need to pull it up because I can't quote it off of the top of my head. But like every emotion has a frequency, and so I feel like we're all probably all over, but if we can be mindful, like the higher your consciousness, the higher your vibration, and then you just attract that kind of stuff. And I was introduced to this kind of thing in chiropractic school, not really from like the curriculum itself, like school didn't teach it to me, but just the people that I was around, and the clubs and the seminars that I went to. But essentially your nervous system is kind of like your antenna frequency tuner, and so if your spine and nervous system are in a state where they can't process properly, you're not going to be able to as well. And so adjustments can help like open your system so that you can channel more better. And that's really hippie when somebody's got like back pain, but yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, like where I got kind of, well, this is even before talking to you, but like, I was reading, I can't remember the book. And I'll link in the description that book too, so people are like,
Yeah.
but I read a short book about like humans and grounding.
Yeah.
And they talk a little bit about like vibrations, and
Yeah.
I just found it like super interesting.
So, okay, I'll kind of describe the map and I'll send you, let's see, I want to find a good one. There's so many. Let's see, is this one? I like that one. They're all good. It's blurry. So, it's kind of like the shape of a cone.
Mm-hmm.
The highest consciousness is like ultimate consciousness is like enlightenment, like 700 to 100, I don't know, hertz or something.
Yep.
All the way down, the bottom is 20, like shame. Like the lower vibrations are shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, which like, if we think anything in the media, they're always trying to like scare us. So when you are in a state of fear, like I always have to remind myself, like I never want to make a decision on something based on fear. Like I don't want to do it because I'm scared this is going to happen. Because statistically, a lot of, if you look at statistics of things that are going to cause you to die, like the same statistics are probably true of us driving in our car every day, or stuff like that that people don't really think about. Like the chances of us all having a freak accident is like, there's still statistics to show that. Similar to, I don't know, of course, I just think of like vaccines or something.
Yes.
They try to scare you into thinking you're going to die of the disease that it's protecting you from, but really, you probably have a similar chance of getting struck by lightning, but people aren't scared of thunderstorm,
Yeah, yeah.
Same fear doesn't go into
I never
it.
thought of that. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like, yeah, or, however many freaking energy drinks you're drinking probably have a higher chance of killing you than whatever. So neutral is at 250, and then going up from there, it says, there's different charts show different, some show more, and some are just like, more concise. So willingness, acceptance, reason, love is at 500, joy is at 540, peace is at 600. So this one's more of a like abbreviated chart, but just the concept of like, if you feel like you're stuck in your life in a place of like, if you're always angry or nothing's going your way. So the power versus force is when you're in the lower vibrations, you're like forcing things to happen, versus when you're in the higher vibrations, things just kind of come to you and flow like naturally.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you can keep yourself in the higher vibrations, then things will go smoother because like attracts like.
Exactly. I'm just gonna bring this up, so like if someone's watching this
Yeah.
and they're like, okay, like you guys are a bunch of hit, like what is like vibrate, what do you guys mean by vibration? You'd probably be a better like.
I mean, everything has vibration.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the clothes we're wearing have a frequency. You can think of it as frequency like a radio. Everything has a frequency. This chair has a frequency. Yeah, I don't.
But like we as humans have, what am I trying to say? Like energy, like
Yeah.
almost like a current, like
Yep.
just.
I mean, yeah, we all are like electric beings. When you code on it in a hospital or whatever, they shock you to like get your electrical currents going back. So, and you need to drink electrolytes to keep things balanced. So yeah, we're all, and that's why like grounding to the earth, like going barefoot, because the earth has like negative charge, and too much stress in our bodies cause free radicals, which I think causes like too many positive charges, and so that can cause inflammation and stuff. So that's why grounding to the earth like neutralizes all that.
There's something to that.
Yeah.
This is one thing I started doing. I'm in Mankato like once a week. It's like my favorite thing is they have what is it, Minneopa Falls. There's like, if people know, like it's Minneopa, what is it, the Bison Park, so you can like, but they have like a waterfall.
Yeah.
So I like, there's they don't have the trails anymore.
Oh, to go down there?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
But like, there's a picnic table right by the waterfall, and I take my shoes off.
Yeah.
I just chill. Like, it is like so just.
Yeah. I mean, I am not a scientist, but like the ions has something to do with the ions, the negative ions, which not negative like negative frequency, but like positive and negative ions. Like that's why the ocean is so like healing and grounding, because the salt and the ions.
But yeah, like you brought it up though, like we're this like, I feel like I'm a very like, I just see things really simple, like to make sense, so I can comprehend it.
Yep.
And I remember this one book I was talking, like I'm just like, this is just, but in my head it was just like, okay, we all have current, like if you're at the doctor and like red line, like straight line, right? They shock you. So it's just like, okay, like we all have some sort of electric current going, or why would they shock you then? Like,
I mean, it's more complex. It's your heart and all how it's firing, but yeah, your nerves send electric signals throughout your body. So, I mean, if your nervous system is in a hyperactive state, like a heightened state, like survival mode, that vibration and frequency is gonna just attract more survival mode things into your life. Like, I just feel like if your nervous system is chaotic, your life is usually chaotic. So doing things like regular chiropractic helps reset your nervous system and keep it adapting and like resilient to stress. But then also being mindful of the stress in your life.
Yeah.
We all live unnaturally stressful lives, and so it just is managing the stress. But I love chiropractic for how it can help manage the stress. Well, like, you don't necessarily have to always take things off of your plate. Chiropractic just helps you become more resilient to the lifestyle that you want to live.
And I'm so glad obviously I knew, who you were.
Yeah.
Like we worked at this, like worked at the same, like we worked out at the same gym. But like, I'll be honest, I didn't do or see you for the, because I just, in my head, I saw chiropractic as
pain.
Yes, and I only go to the chiropractor if I'm in pain.
Yeah, which is what a lot of people do, and so then I just have to talk to them about it and then kind of lead them in the right
direction. And I can remember just the simple, I wish I do now, but like, I can't remember what it was, it just resonated, like, and you brought something up about like mental wellness or whatever. And I'm like, maybe I'm gonna give this a shot. You know what I mean? Like, let's just, I think you had me come in, I remember this bi-weekly, and I'm like, okay, full body adjustment bi-weekly, let's just see. Oh my God, I could tell definite difference in like easy a month. Yeah, I'd say a month and a half. I could just tell, like, I was limber, but like just the whole, if we're doing this on like the whole like current vibrations, like.
Because your nervous system, let's see, your body doesn't need any help healing, it just needs no interference. So things that cause stress on our body, we think of physical stress, chemical stress, emotional stress, which like with your story, all the emotional stress, but you talk about the weird medications you were on and like malprescribed?
You could,
whatever you want to call it, that probably caused the chemical havoc in your body. So there's emotional, and then physically, like, your weight journey, that's whatever, that could be whatever the physical stressors could be. So the body's already working against that, and so we just need to remove the interference, obviously get your medications,
Yep.
eliminated or balanced out, get the emotions figured out. But then if the spine is like all jammed up, essentially, the joints aren't moving properly, chiropractors are the only ones really trained to find where to adjust. And so that like kind of hijacks the system and helps your brain recalibrate in a sense. So it just helps the body heal. So then you can like continue to move forward. Otherwise you might be like stuck in a pattern, and then the adjustments help release that.
I just, yeah, for my own, this is just me, but like, I'm sure other people that come here, it's just, I have like, I don't want to say it, not like anxiety, it's just like, I just call it AD, whatever, it's just like, I'm always just like,
Yeah.
and it's just, I feel like my body is just tight, like just,
Yeah.
so like all this like the yoga, grounding, well, exercise, chiropractic, like it just relaxes like
Yeah.
my whole like,
Yeah.
and I'm not as just like
Bound up.
100 miles an hour, just like
Yeah.
white knuckling like through the day. It's just like,
Because that white knuckling 100 miles an hour is your brain in like sympathetic mode, like fight or flight. Legit, your brain thinks that you're in danger and you need to get to safety. And like no healing or recovery can happen if your brain is in that state. So you have to figure out a way to come out of that. So for some people it's like lay off the caffeine for a little bit, or give yourself some actual food instead of junk food, or make sure you get your sleep on track, and maybe drink some water instead of pop all the time. But adjustments help ease that transition even more. It's kind of like a biohack.
oh, it is, and I recommend this. And I just did this 2 days ago, yesterday. I think everyone should come in and get the scans done. Like,
Oh yeah.
I love going down like the rabbit hole
Yeah.
and looking at all that. And you'll
Yeah.
see like even specifically on your body where you're
Yeah.
just like, "Rrr," like.
Yeah. Where there's
But then the
stress.
cool thing is like, it was really cool because I had mine. Actually, I didn't. This was interesting. I came in. I was like, I'm gonna do a rescan. Did you know I came in a day? It was like a date of the year.
Yeah.
So it was really cool seeing.
It changes over a year. And that's with you like coming consistently, but then not coming for a while, which is fine. People come and go all the time. I'm of course encouraging them to continue.
Yeah.
Because consistency is gonna be best overall, but everyone's lives are different. So yeah.
That was super cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole like, you hit the big nail. It's your vibrations, your body attracts what you're going through, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're
Your mind.
your mind, yeah. So like if you're obviously like if you're just like at peace, just like
Yeah. And I would say so. I was
like
thinking
you're gonna attract.
Yeah.
But like if you're like depressed, anxious, just like pissed off, whatever it is,
Yeah.
like that's what
Yeah.
you're going to.
It's kind of like looking at, I mean, you could argue it's like looking at the glass half empty or half full. Like the glass is just has half amount of water in it. It's just kind of your perspective. So a realist or a pessimist, it's not all about positive energy, like positive vibes all the time.
No.
Because I think that's unrealistic.
Yeah.
I think the negative things, like as long as you're mindful. I was reading some things yesterday because I was like, how am I going to talk about this? I lost it. Oh, it's like putting your ego aside, because ego is just like you thinking you know best. Putting that aside and living, I think it's more out of like just love, which just sounds so hippie, but
It's true.
there's a book called, it's by Marianne Williamson. It's the quote on the front window over there. She wrote a book. I can run and get it. But she talks about how basically there's love and fear. So if you're not vibrating in love, then you're vibrating in fear. So it really comes down to it is black and white simple. So you just have to like dissect where your emotion, like what your mind is doing. Like, are you making choices out of fear? Are you living your life because you're scared of something happening? Or, yeah.
Oh man, that was really.
Or do you just know that the universe is going to take care of you regardless of what happens? You know, and
Which that's not a good. I mean, this is just me. It's just like you can't like. You got to have some sort of like path to follow. But you can't solely just be like, well, things are just gonna go right. Like, that's just me though. You gotta have a little of both. Like,
yeah, like take action. You know, God made us like beings that free will that can like do what we want.
but just know there's whatever decision there's like consequence. You know, like.
Yeah, and if you're making the decision out of fear, then you know that vibration is not always going to be in your best interest. But if you know, they always talk about how like God has a bigger plan for you, or like whatever you want to call it, God, the universe, source.
Yeah, like your deity.
The
like,
higher power. Like if you try to have it all figured out and are like going against what the plan is for you, then probably your life's going to be a little harder, like because you think you have it all figured out, but we're just like measly little humans that, you know.
But I think like it's funny, like the universe or whatever gives you like signs.
Yes, so we have to be open to it.
And I'm gonna bring this up. This
Yeah.
truly happened the other day.
Yeah.
I just had some, let's just say, personal, just like I had to get like my priorities like in line, right? And this day I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna put my nonprofit on hold. We're gonna put the podcast on hold. And we're just gonna like, I gotta get my priorities like,
Yeah.
and see where it fits, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's my decision. And I'm one of those, like, if I make like a decision, it's like, okay,
Sure.
that's like,
Yeah.
and it was funny because then, I don't know if it was like the same day, next day. Mind you, those were the two decisions I had, right?
Yeah.
And someone had reached out and they're like, they just out of the blue, someone was just like, hey, heard about your nonprofit. I'm like, what do you got going on? And just explain. They're like, well, I can't wait for like what this is going to like come about. Like, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of like cool. You know, like.
Yeah, like once you stop you stop being like forceful with it.
And I'm like, well, that's kind of like coincidentally, like, and then you had messaged me the other day about the podcast or whatever, and I'm like, oh yeah, like, and it was, I remember it was you and then somebody else reached out, I just put it on Spotify, and they're like, this is super cool, like,
yeah.
What else you got coming out? I'm like, okay, this is like really weird coincidence now, like,
Yeah.
I can't have these decisions just like.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of weird how those two incidents came up after.
Stop trying so hard.
Yes.
Yeah, like the power versus force. So after having a baby, my whole like way of marketing. So when I use like the marketing strategy, I guess, of just like being out in the community as much as I can, doing the things that I love, shaking hands, kissing babies. Then people know who I am, and when they need a chiropractor, they come see me. Now that I have a baby, like, I don't want to leave her, and I can't bring her with me everywhere, and so I can't go to all the things. So, you know, I kind of like throw myself a pity party, like, I'm not out in the community as much. I need to kind of shift gears on how I meet people and get my face out in front of people. And then you come along and want to do a podcast interview, and I'm like, I can try that. And like, I did like a mom meetup where I could bring Lenore with me. Like a little
I heard about, I think that is so cool.
Yeah, just a little play. I mean, lots of moms are doing play dates, so it's just like, I just want to connect with other moms. If they, you know, my intention's not to like make them come into the office, but just getting to know people. And it's really hard trying to be like a chiropractor and like a leader in healthcare and be a mom at the same time in the same small town. It's kind of weird, like the boundaries of like personal and professional.
Yeah.
It's a struggle, but kind of have had to just like put that aside and not draw a line anywhere. Like there's a lot of crossover. Like a couple of my mom patients have become like friends of mine. And you know, it's kind of weird to think about that. Like, can I become friends with my patients? Like, of course, like I'm a human too, and I need friends. You know.
I just think that's so cool with the mom meetup, just cause
I need to
this
set
is
another one.
this is me as like a dude. Like I'm not like, but like honestly, I think like because in terms of I don't want to call it a marriage, but like father mother, right? Like
Yeah.
there's very distinct roles each one like plays, and I think this is just my opinion. Like new moms, it's just a lot. Like it's a big change, right? Like I think it's hard, maybe, I don't know, like for moms just to like get out, right? Like and to not like just it's just a lot. Like
Especially
what am I trying to say? Like outside the home, there's just a lot of variables, and it's like
especially if you're a working mom. Like
yes.
I work I don't know how many hours I work a week, but I don't work this typical 9 to 5, 5 days a week. But I still work, and so now adding this baby, like of course childcare, you can do, but taking care of the baby, taking care of the home, and going to work. Before you didn't have to take care of the baby, so you just like hustle and do whatever you needed to. Now it's like, now you have this other human, this baby that relies on you 100%, and it's not they're gonna rely on you less and less eventually, but like, yeah, right now, you know, and then you want your husband to help, but he can't breastfeed the baby, so there's there's certain things that the mom has to do. But also, like, I'm not gonna go change the oil in the truck either, so like the dad needs to leave to go do that, and like leave the mom with the baby after she's already been with the baby all day, and like she wants to be away from the baby, but she doesn't want to be away from the baby. It's
So I think that mom meetup is just like you can get other moms, like you guys can all learn from, you know, like
just connecting and being like we're all in the same place, we all experience similar things. We all have resentment towards our spouses sometimes. Whether, you know, and we all grieve our past selves because you're never going back to that lifestyle.
Yep.
You kind of like weren't prepared.
That was something I struggled a ton with. As, well, like a father, I guess.
Like, of course you don't want to like get rid of the baby. You love having the child, but you're like, I'm never gonna be able to like do what I used to do, I guess, until they're graduating, you know, out of the house again.
I dealt with it on the professional front, which was kind of like looking back different, I think, than most.
Yeah.
Not on the personal, but like so my oldest, when he was born, at the time I was like full on like indebted at work. Like I had these big goals, I'm accomplishing them.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, like I'm sacrificing a ton at home. Like Hillary's mad I'm not around, like I'm working 50, 60, like, but it's just like, nope, I got like, I remember I got promoted and I had a picture of like Lucas and Hillary and me at my desk, and it's like, moved into my office, I remember sitting down, looked at the picture, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
This is like, okay, I hit my big goal, right?
Yeah.
But like, was it worth it?
Right.
Like,
I always sticks in my head, like, nobody looks back on their life and says they wish they worked more. So like, if you wanna like, work more, and I think it's just the stage of life that I'm in, like, I'll probably work more someday, but not right now.
Yeah, so that was like a huge, just like.
So yeah, with him being such a little baby and like, it's so new and so great and everything, every day there's something new, so it's so exciting.
But it's funny, like I don't want this to sound bad, it's like, cause I've had people, I don't really share that a lot, but if I do, they're like, do you regret it? And I'm like, well, no. Like I've learned a lot, like.
Yeah.
I mean, like what
Did you leave that job when you guys moved back here?
Mm-hmm.
Back here? Okay.
So it's like, I don't know, like, I don't regret it. Do I wish I had spent more time? Because I mean, when we were in the hospital, I was working. This is way back, like with, what was it? Blackberries? Yeah, Blackberry phone. Like, I'm working in the, like, just doing what I can from the phone. Like,
yeah.
So it's like, I only took a few days off of, like, whatever, but it's like, I mean, I guess, well, I could have taken a big load off Hillary, like.
Yeah.
But I mean, looking back, I learned a ton about myself.
Yeah.
Professionally, so I mean, it's just anything, right? Like, you just.
Live and learn.
Live and learn.
Yeah.
But I've really come to, like, through the years, learn. Yeah, it's like, I think there's social media does this too, where it's, you know, you gotta have a 2-hour morning, what do they call it now? Morning routine, work 60 hours, like, no, like, that's not.
The comparison game.
Oh, I fell into that too, yup.
Yeah. Not everyone, it's just a highlight reel. Nobody shows like realistically what their lives look like behind their phones. They're just showing the highlights. So then you think your life has to look exactly like that, but they're like probably just as much of a shit show as you think you are.
I love talking to high school kids.
Really?
I do. Because
it's hit or miss for me.
it was funny, this is like, I used to work out at Snap. And here in town, and there were some kids talking about like, God, what were they, just graduated? And they're like, whatever, we just get talking. And I'm like, one wanted to go into sales. I was in sales for a long time. And I'm like, they're like, yeah, like, I want to, like, do you have any advice? Like, well, and I'm like, okay, well, here's, you know, you guys are talking like you want to be successful, make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I would say, this is for any occupation, but more sales is, the more successful you want to be, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, what am I willing to sacrifice? Because the most successful salespeople I know still like work 70 hours a day. Like, it's just, there's no sales job where you're gonna make millions and only work 40 hours. Like, so you've got to look at yourself and be like,
right.
Do I want to be average? Which is fine. Like,
yeah.
Or if you want to be a top performer, okay, well, you're gonna have to you're gonna miss some family events. Like,
yeah.
Probably can't go out drinking.
It's like, what are your priorities?
Yeah. So like you got to kind of weigh the.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of sacrifice, yeah.
So.
Oh.
But yeah, that's just like, I don't know, you hit on a big one too, like the whole like ego, when you throw like judgment in there, that's like huge.
Yeah.
Like comparison, ego, all that plays into like.
Yeah.
Like, we just gotta love each other, like.
Yeah.
And like, if you don't agree, you don't have to like agree with everybody.
Yeah, take a step back, put yourself in other people's shoes, or just don't even give it the energy. Like, if you don't agree with them, then, you know, why would you waste the energy trying to figure out why they feel the way they feel? Like, it's okay to disagree. They're still a human. Just don't put your energy into it, because that's exhausting too.
Yeah, it was just like, I'll just share this too. Hope I'm not going off tangent, but like.
I don't know, it's your podcast.
No, it's, so I've been in the, well, they like, I was gonna say psych ward, but like, I guess you could say behavior health unit now.
Mental health unit, sure.
And I always remember my first time going, so it's like, just, nobody, I mean, you cannot prepare yourself, like, you just can't, right? So I always remember this vividly, so like the first day, I went there on the weekend, so it's like Monday morning, like, we go into like, kind of like a conference room, I guess, maybe, long table, there's like, I don't know, 10 of us, whatever. And it was just like, hey, you know, like the person we was like, we got some new people, why don't we just go around the room?
So this is like, in the health mental behavior unit, this is like all the patients that are
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
It's not like your loved ones in your
No,
health.
like,
okay, it's just all
so
the
like,
people that are there.
you can't have a cell phone in here, like, there's a TV, but it's like a box TV, not like a smart TV.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay. Well, anyways, we're in this room and we're just going around the table, like, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. Because before this, no, I thought like, I'm a pretty non-judgmental person, right? Like,
You think, yeah.
yeah. Not until I heard like, and I'm like, wow. It was just this like rolling, like in my head as I'm listening, it was just like, in my head, I'm imaging like a Rolodex of just things I've said and like just,
Yeah.
should I post it? Like just this like, and I'm like, okay. I am no better than, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
that was a huge eye opener. But then, so I've been, what, like 4 or 5 times, and I was like in this inpatient, outpatient. This was probably the coolest one this was like 2022? Yeah. So it's like, my first time in the hospital was right before COVID, right? 2022. So a lot of shit's changed.
Yeah.
Society, like, right?
Yeah.
So I remember first day there, you had like, we had this hour group therapy, so it's like a room like this where there's a horseshoe,
Yeah.
and you just go around and just share shit. So you could, and there was no like, you have 10 minutes, right?
Oh,
Like you could talk the entire time, or you could say,
Couple
I want to pass.
Yeah.
So we did the same thing, it's just kind of like you introduce yourself. Well, in here we had, I'm trying to remember, we had she was a lesbian, we had a black woman, and then we had, I sat next to, she was a trans woman, where she used pronouns they, so like they was a woman. But like, this was huge for me because the whole,
Really diverse.
like if I wrote on paper everyone that was in here,
Yeah.
like people would be like, you guys probably just freaking hated each
You had the
other.
whole alphabet in there.
But like, we were so freaking close,
Yeah.
which was really cool.
Yeah.
So,
That sounds cool.
and actually, truth be told, I became really close, like got along with the trans woman, which on paper, like,
So it was like a man that turned into a lady? Or a
Yes.
Okay.
so they were vegetarian, we had very immune, like just on paper, like I said, we didn't. But I think what helped was I was pretty, I mean, I was obviously respectful but honest. So I remember the first time we kind of went around, and I remember when we were done, I go, hey, like, I don't know this, like,
Yeah.
but like, I want to be respectful. So
Right.
like,
I don't understand it. Yeah.
just bear with me.
Yeah.
But like, so yeah, we, since, like, I mean, just that was the whole,
You still stay in touch with them?
no.
Oh.
I wish though, there was a couple in there I wish, well, to this day, it's like every day I wonder what they're up to. Like,
Yeah.
but it was really cool. So at that place, they call it your graduation day. So like the last day, it's just like they make kind of a big thing. And I remember that day I was just scared shitless, like,
Of what? being released into the world?
Yes, because that's like, I was there 2 months, like, and it's from 9 to 3, so I'm just like, what am I
Is
gonna?
it inpatient or outpatient?
A little of both. They
Okay.
call it like a hybrid.
Okay.
So it's just like, what am I gonna do? Like, what is?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, they wrote me a letter, like, because we graduated the same day. She's like, here, like, so that was kind of cool. But like, on paper, like I said, we were, and one day it was funny, the black woman just in the middle of like whatever, was just like, you know, we are so fucking different. But look at how we just like,
Yeah.
like, you know, like.
We are different, but we're all really similar.
So that was like the biggest, like, and we all kind of like, we don't agree, like, we don't like, but like,
I agree, but we all deserve to be like treated decently.
oh yeah, like, we just all like, so that was probably like, for me, the biggest, like, with like ego, judgment, just,
Yeah.
like, people try to like, you know, like, you can't debate anymore, like, people try to ask me questions to like argument, I'm like, you're not, like, I'm not an argument, like, you're not like,
Yeah.
that's just not like,
Yeah,
cool, do you, like,
Yeah.
I don't like.
You don't put your energy into that. It's a lot of angry energy, I feel like.
And it's funny, when we have new people come in the group,
Pride, probably, yeah.
I think it was probably intimidated for them, just come from society coming in, because we're just like, cool, like,
Yeah.
I don't like.
This is like a new group of behavioral people.
So yeah, you always have people that would like leave, because you don't have to be there, like, you can just like,
Sure.
so you'd have new people coming in, and it's
Yeah.
just like, I think, like, looking back, like, we were so close laughing, so people would be like,
Yeah.
kind of like an outsider, you know, like,
Yeah.
but we were just so like welcoming, like, cool, like, what's your
Yeah.
story, like,
It's great.
and if they were saying something weird, it's just like, okay, well, you like I hate olives, so they're like, I like olives, I'd be like, I fucking don't, but cool, like,
Yeah.
eat all olives, and I'm like, cool, like.
Speaking of, you asked me about my favorite foods yesterday.
So I wanted to bring this, because I wanted to do something fun. Here's my idea. I was gonna get like 5 random ass foods, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put them in like Ziplocs,
Mm-hmm.
and then have a box numbered 1 through 5. And you'd be like, oh, I got 3. Okay, that big 3, what is it? You don't know. Like, it could be.
Coconut flakes or something?
I was gonna do that for you.
Oh.
But like, I don't know, I was like, should we do that? Maybe the next time? I don't know. My idea was I was gonna do, because you said you like chocolate and peanut butter.
Yeah.
So I was gonna find something like that, and then olive, sardines, coconut, and then whatever, like.
Like, I'm not picky. Like, I had sardine, kind of like a tuna salad sandwich the other day, or like with chips. But I use sardines. Like, I'll eat sardines.
Wait, like the actual, like, how would you do, like, mash it up, or just?
Well, I
whole?
have the skinless and boneless ones. But if I had the whole ones, I mean, they kind of like mush when they mix. It's like tuna.
Oh, gotcha.
Come in a can. They're really good for you.
I should try that. There's a hunter guy I follow on Instagram. That's like when he goes hunting,
Sure.
he brings those like metal containers.
Yeah. I just read they're good for babies, so I got some when I was at Costco, and Lenora doesn't mind them. But of course, like, kind of forget to feed them to her because they're in the pantry, and I don't know, but she's eating them.
Yeah, I'm not picky at all. Like,
Yeah.
I cannot do olives. Any kind of like
No kind of olives.
relish, stuffed olives, black olive. Like, but I love olive oil. Like,
Oh, sure. It's not like the. Yeah, I would say olives aren't a favorite of mine, but I could eat them on pizza. I've like forced myself to tolerate them, but they're not like my favorite.
so we'll have you on again for sure.
Okay.
The next time we'll bring random foods.
Alright.
I want to try Vegemite. It's like the spread. It's like
Yeah. I feel like I've had it. It's really salty.
it's like what Australians eat a ton of, right?
Yeah, I studied abroad in Costa Rica
Oh, you
in
did?
my summers of college, and we stayed in this town with families, like host families. And during the week we'd have school. At the time it was for a nursing program for Spanish for healthcare. So I was still working towards being a nurse, maybe I knew I wasn't gonna be a nurse, but I still wanted to go on the trip. So we learned about the healthcare system in Costa Rica, we learned Spanish during the week, but then on the weekends we would travel to different places. And so we'd go to different hostels, which is like super cheap to stay overnight. But you're basically like, there's like bunk beds everywhere, and you just sleep in a community room, so it's kind of weird. But I met these two girls that were traveling they're from Australia, but they were traveling from Mexico. I think they were making their way all the way down to Antarctica somehow. So they were traveling for like a whole year. And so I connected with them on Facebook and followed their whatever. But they made some Vegemite. They just like put it on toast, and it was just salty.
I bet you that was super cool, studying abroad in Costa Rica.
Yeah. There's a lot of times where I'm like, I'm surprised I did not get abducted. Yeah, good vibes, I guess, as a little 20-year-old. Yeah.
That's wild, that's cool.